more advanced was something that Coca-Cola did about, well, not this Halloween, but Halloween last year. This one ran in Belgium. I'm sure you cannot understand a thing of what is on the screen right now. But basically, they had been doing a few small campaigns in Flanders before on Netlog. And I think they gathered around 30,000, 40,000 friends on the site. And last year with Halloween, their idea was to really go viral, as they say, and increase this amount of friends big time by a very viral campaign. What was the idea? What you see here is a private message that a member receives. They sent this message to all of their existing friends, and it was basically inviting people to join a vampire clan on Netlog. Basically, you would start being a vampire and then start biting your friends. So if you click the link below in the message, it says, yes, I want to enter the clan. Then this happened to you. So you got bitten, and the next thing you saw was your own profile. This is the profile of a girl called Doris, which is completely taken over by these vampire clans. So your skin has been changed with these vampire. There is an application of Coca-Cola installed, so you can start biting your friends. You don't see it in this screenshot, but it also used the nickname of the person, saying Doris is one of us now. And then the idea was that you would start biting your friends and getting them into the clan as well. What was the incentive to do this? The logos you see down on the screen are two amusement parks in Belgium. And basically, the idea was that the more people got bitten by you, the more points you would gather, and these points could then be exchanged for a voucher to give you a discount in these amusement parks. So the more points, the more discount. They went from about 30,000, 40,000 friends to almost 300,000 friends in about 3 weeks' time with this campaign. Second case, Garnier. I think we've all been through this phase where we were about, I don't know, 15, 16 years old, and we were all beautiful, and one day we woke up, and on our face we had these nice little dots, pimples, and hell broke loose. Garnier did an action on the site where they played on this acne problem amongst youngsters. They have a product against this, and they made a funny application where basically you could upload pictures of your friends, you could put the pimples on their face, you could choose a timeline in which these things would start turning all yellow and bright, and then you could post this picture in the network and have some fun with your friends. At the same time, people could explore everything about the products of Garnier, and there was a whole interactivity where people could really ask questions. There was a tool where people could do some kind of Q&A, public Q&A with Garnier, where they asked questions and Garnier was answering them, all questions related with acne problems and how to treat them, what you can do about it, how you can maybe change your eating habits, etc. And also you see people get drawn to this kind of page because of a fun application. But when you at the same time look at what we call the guest book on Netlog of this brand, there is a whole discussion going on amongst people about their problems regarding this, about how they used different brands and how they used this brand and how it worked for them. Next case, Axe Twist. Axe is always targeting the very pure male amongst us, and we did this as well with them. Basically, we used one of the basic features on the site, which is called the spotlight. People try to have their 15 seconds of fame in the spotlight on Netlog, which means if you as a member post your picture or your blog message in the spotlight, you will be on the homepage of all members in your country. And people pay for this with a virtual currency with credits. So what we did was, the campaign was about Axe Twist, one of their new fragrances, and the two faces of this campaign were two females, a blonde one and a brunette one, and we simply, just like normal members, put these females in the spotlight amongst the normal members. They had a profile. Of course, we males, click, 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 very, very quickly went to check all those profiles. And then once you got to the profile, the females started challenging you as a male whether you would be able to seduce them or not. Then it became clear, of course, that it was a game. You were directed to a game, which was an interactive video game, where basically you, as a first-person viewer, entered some kind of fancy club where these two ladies were dancing. You choose one of them, the pick of the night, and start talking to her. Or she in fact opens the conversation. Then based on what she says, you have to choose an approach, how you will play it. Basically, will I be tough? Will I be sexy? Will I be charming? Will I be funny or sensible? And then whenever you chose a category, you had 3 possible answers to give. Based on the answer you give, you could see a reaction and a counter or a bar on the top showing how well you were doing. And afterwards, of course, you could go and brag on the network about how good you are at seducing females. Something more for the females then was Fa Glamour Girl. I don't know how Fa as a brand is perceived in Romania, but this was also done in Belgium. In Belgium, it's not really a brand that is very popular amongst youngsters. It's perceived more like the brand that your mother uses. So what they wanted to do was, one, kind of change this perception. They wanted to reach out to young girls. And secondly, they wanted to create an activation through a sample action they had with a supermarket chain. I'm going to show you a little video that was made for Mix Awards, as this was submitted for a Mix Award in Belgium. Basically, the idea was that you, as a girl, you would enter some kind of beauty contest to become the Fa Glamour Girl. They made an application on the site where you would upload a picture to start taking part in the contest. You upload a picture. Once you did this, you could install a skin on your profile that contained the picture of you that was in the contest, and a button where people could immediately vote for you right through the skin. So they don't even need to go to the page of Fa. Just right on your profile page, they can vote for you to be selected for the finals of the Fa Glamour Girl contest. This was like the pre-selections. We selected 10 girls on the site that then went to a TV show. They went shopping together, of course, in the supermarket, buying the Fa products, and then they came into a TV show where the final, the winning girl was chosen. It resonated tremendously. About 14,000 or no, 12,000 girls participated in the contest. You have to see this on a scale of Flanders, which is a total population of about 5.5 million people. So taking in this population, the ages between 12 to, let's say, 20 years old, and the females in this, and you can do the math. It was a pretty astonishing result. Over 2 million votes in just 1 month time. And more importantly, because this is all nice, but what is the actual result for Fa? During the campaign and the month after the campaign, their market share reached an all-time high in this supermarket chain. Now, these are all big brands with the according budgets, let's say, but also small brands can do nice things. It's not always about the big budgets. For example, Brussels University, they had a challenge. They wanted to get more people to their info days, the days they organize before the academic year starts, where people can get some more information about the different options they can study, and they can decide whether or not they will go to this university. So they had a very limited budget, a very defined target group. I mean, they only want to address 16 to 18 years old because those are the ones that are going to go to university. And they have no previous relationship whatsoever with those people because when you're younger, you're not really busy with this kind of things. The campaign focus was totally on Netlog, as we have a big penetration in those age groups. They did a few nice skins that people liked a lot and installed on their profile. And then they launched a game based on the good old classic Pac-Man game, But in the game, when you were eating the food, it was actually places and venues in Brussels. So by playing the game, you were discovering Brussels, discovering the nice places, discovering the good clubs, the things to see, cultural stuff, etc. And the idea was to kind of fall in love with the city while playing the game, and making this influence your decision to go study in the city or to at least go to the info days. Result, 48% more people at those info days this year compared to the last year. Last case, Bank of Netlog, just to show that you can do much deeper integrations even. We did this with a few banks, ING in Belgium, also in Romania we did it with BCR, where basically, I mentioned before, we have a credit economy on the side, virtual currency. Users use this virtual currency to put themselves in the spotlight, to do payments in games, etc. And the idea was to link a bank with this virtual currency as some kind of strategic partner. Everything related with credits on Netlog is branded with this bank. Your credit account, if you are doing transactions in some applications, it always has the branding of this bank. Everything is linked with this brand. Next to this, they did a lot of activations on the site. Most of the time giving away credits, all kinds of quizzes, contests, etc., where basically they reward people with credits, and the whole idea is that if you are either a friend of this bank on Netlog or you are a real account holder of this bank, you get all kinds of benefits. So BCR or ING is making you get more out of your money in real life, and it's making you get more out of your credits on Netlog. For example, ING, what they did, amongst others, was they have this kind of online account that you can open as a youngster. You can do it online. When you did this, you received like a start capital of, 750 credits on Netlog as well, just as a reward because you opened this account. They did all kinds of sponsorships during the World Cup, for example. They did a page around I Love Football on the site. They just started the conversation, really put a lot of effort in trying to find out what youngsters think about money, which questions they have. Again, they had a tool through which youngsters could ask a lot of questions to the bank of things that they were having concerns with related to money. And then they consequently started answering all those questions and giving information to people. Similarly to the Bank of Netlog, we are also doing operator or mobile operator of Netlog in some countries, where basically we, together with an operator, we define some kind of mobile offering that is again linked with credits on Netlog. So it's used for prepaid cards. If you top up your prepaid card for a certain amount per month, you will also receive a super account, which is some kind of premium account that we have on Netlog. And wherever you top up your card, whether you do it in a store, in an ATM, or wherever, always you also get on top of your credits on the phone, let's say, you get credits on Netlog that you can use in games. So the idea was to help operators face two challenges. One, loyalty amongst young people, because young people change SIM cards the way that I changed underwear. Whenever there is a promotion somewhere, they are with a different operator. And secondly, we wanted to get some stickiness and increase the ARPU, plus getting new users. People can ride on Netlog. It's now even one of the steps right after you register to complete your profile. One of the questions is, are you already, in this case in Belgium it's with Orange, are you already Netlog Mobile, which is actually an offer from Orange. We will launch this partnership in Romania too, probably in about 1-2 months from now, with one of the operators, so keep an eye on that. So that's just a brief overview. My message to you is don't sleep, but party along. If you have any questions, I'm always very happy to answer them, or at least try.
Thank you, Timothy. We have let's give him a round of applause.